Hey. Yeah, I'm wearing one of Callum's shirts. Thanks, Callum. So here's the thing. I am basically good to go, but I want to make a video first. Because that's what I do. Entertain the masses, as they say. You probably already know what this is. I might have already mentioned it, but if you're still guessing, it's the 6199. The hydrocrystallization set or something like that. Hydrocrystallization station. It is Aquazone Hydronauts. I like Aquazone because they had a whole bunch of different factions. So this is a Hydronauts. This is the big set from the Hydronauts, 6199. It has, how many pieces did it have? 472 pieces, 6 figs, which I haven't bothered digging out at all. I'm not going to bother because, again, my figs are a mess. And it came out in 1998. Never owned this set off the shelf. Obviously, I owned the set. I guess I even have the base plates. What I was impressed with on this one, because again, I'm going to challenge myself by building more than one, not many more than one, basically one more than one, I'm building 2. But what impressed me was that I was short 1 gray wing piece. I'm going to substitute black, and I was short 2 dark gray ladders, and I'm sure I have them, and I substitute gray, light gray. And other than that, everything is here. And without putting any task on my collection at all. So I could probably build 3 if I wanted to, if I got another base plate. I saw one actually on the marketplace today. There was this base plate, and there was the moon crater plate in blue that was also, I think, used in Aquazone somewhere, with all the underwater painting on it. I already have one over there that I got at Value Village like literally years ago for like $5.99. It was just sitting on the shelf over here walking out, and I'm going, oh, there's actually Lego here today. So I picked that one up in Value Village, but there was, so the guy was selling 3 base plates, one of these, the little blue one, and some other one, and they wanted like $40 for them. And I'm going, and it's out in Kitchener. It's too far to go. I don't need to drive out to Kitchener for 3 base plates that I do not need. See, I'm trying to be better. So I, as I say, I didn't collect too much. I didn't collect any Aquazone back in the day. So built the sharks way over there. That was fun. I'm going to build these 2 now. I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to try to, oh, she got me. Love you too, babe. It's 11:11. So I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to, I did it with the beta 1. The last beta 1 I reconstituted. I made it backwards. I'm going to see how that works in this one. Just because, even though I've never built this one before, the beta 1 I built a million times. So I'm talking too much. I should actually get into it because time's wasting. And so I'm going to go do a time lapse now. So I don't know if I'm going to add this to the time lapse or just upload this very, 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 very short video on its own. But I'm looking forward to this build because I would have to say this is the most extensive pulling of parts I've ever done for any reconstitution, especially for my own collection. I mean, on its own, just one would have been fine, but pulling double the amount of parts for 2, it was a little, like, as you can see, the desk is a little full. So I'm gonna have a good time with it. We will see what happens. Anyway, I'll see you on the flip side. Hope everybody out there is doing well. Stay safe, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men. I got into, I don't know what, step 8 or 9, and I realized I can't build one backwards because, of course, the base plate, the raised base plate, isn't symmetrical along the diagonal at all. So I put a kibosh in that, and I made them identical, which is fine. This is the first time ever that I built this set, and of course I downloaded a PDF and there were 2 pages missing, and I didn't feel like, so I think there's a few pieces that didn't get put in, but whatever. In the end, I can see why people love this theme. I really can. It is such a cool little theme, and it's got huge playability. And I'm gonna say this: the submarine is completely inspirational. This is really cool first up, and the playability and the underwater swooshability, as they say. This is one of my most favorite things I've ever built. That's not space. This is, I couldn't believe how wonderful this thing came together. I was like trepidatious at first, and yet when it's finished, it looks cool. And again, the way they got these things this like every 45 degrees, completely inspirational. Like, I was wondering why I was building these black springy wheel holders for shocks, and I didn't see where they were going for a second. And all of a sudden, oh, this is brilliant. Completely inspirational. The colors pretty cool. Again, for Aqua Zone, I guess this is Hydronauts. I'm more than impressed with it, and for the biggest Hydronaut set, I guess, from what do I know about this whole theme. A lot of cool pieces in it, a lot of playability on this thing. I'm gonna figure out what this is for. I guess this is some sort of landing zone for, I guess, maybe this guy. Maybe, yeah, I guess it slides around there. Yeah. So, I guess, whatever. In the end, and the ladder's up, and the thing that opens up here. So this thing, you know, it's got some play features in it. It's got the trap door. This whole thing comes off, and I guess it's supposed to, I don't know if it's supposed to float around or something. I'm not quite sure if this thing is supposed to haul it around somewhere. I don't know why this comes off, but it does. So sure, I'm gonna play with it. Well, play with it. I'm gonna examine it more, but it's late, so I'm gonna go to bed. So this is gonna be like the shortest video ever. It's a midnight. It's past midnight. It's almost 1 a.m. So yeah, this is a really cool set, and I'm glad I built it. I'm glad I built 2 of them. And again, the missing pieces, as you can see, this has got the light gray ladders here. Doesn't really detract from it. The black on the bottom here sort of detracts, but again, I'm not gonna, for reconstituting 2 of these things, I am not gonna whine on about 3 pieces. I'm really not. I may dig up some of the minifigs, because I know I have them. I just never paid any attention to them, and I'm gonna put those together and see what it looks like. This thing, I was expecting a little bit more. The little antithesis ship, shall we say? I was expecting a little more, especially in the back end. It looks like they just gave up after this cool build and that cool build to make this piece a little nothing. Kind of a little disappointed by this. I'll tell you. They could have done something else. So a little bit more pieces in the back to make it a little more robust. But other than that, like, they didn't have a place to store this thing on it. I don't know what this is supposed to be, like dynamite or something. I don't know. But I haven't fully fleshed out the whole Aqua Zone thing, Hydronauts here. But other than that, and octopus and shark and stingray, and so you get 3 underwater creatures with this thing, and of course now I have 6 because I built 2, and the red plants, which are cool. It comes with 3 of those, and as I say, huge playability. The color scheme is fantastic. I'm liking this set. So that's it. I'm going to bed now. I hope you guys, for this very, very brief look at Hydronauts, I hope you guys appreciate it. I did, and I'm probably going to stitch all these together to make somewhat of a lengthy video. So you guys all stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the flip side.